everybody? It's Dante Fido, and patch came out. Woo! Patch, yay, patch. So as you just saw right there, I've got my my white cat form, which I'm pretty excited about. Looks pretty badass. So here I am in a regular normal mode 5-man Trial of the Champion, as opposed to heroic Trial of the Champion, 10-man Trial of the Champion, heroic 10-man Trial of the Champion, 25-man Trial of the Champion, or heroic 25-man Trial of the Champion, which is actually called Trial of the Crusader. So, yeah, Blizz totally just like, oh look, we have 25-man and heroic 25-man. New shit for you to do even more. Woo! Anyway. So here's the first phase, or the first part, is they're gonna spawn up 3, you did a whole big introduction and everything. It's actually really cool. They're like, oh, one of the finest druids we've ever met, the Tauren of Thunderbluff, cheer for Dovin, or whoever you are, and whatever race and class you are. There's a whole big introduction and everything. These guys didn't wait for me to turn on fraps, so you don't get to see it. But anyway, they call up 3 other champions, and so you basically do like a 3 versus 5, and kill all these dudes, and then once you knock them all off their mounts, you all get off and you go to like hand-to-hand combat, which actually you're probably guaranteed to wipe, because you've got about 3 seconds to re-equip your main weapon, and it's, yeah, right here, it's like almost impossible for the tank to re-pick up aggro, because they're already attacking whoever was attacking them on the mount. So unless your tank is the only one doing damage to all 3 of them throughout the mounted combat phase, you're probably gonna die. Anyway, but once you do get them off their mounts, they reset, and you can just fight them like normal. So your tank will run in, pick up aggro. They are all, you can do moves to like stun them and stuff, which is really good because they all hit for like a shitload, especially on heroic. I ran this earlier on heroic, having to heal it, and I was like, oh shit. We wiped like 9 times on this fight. It's so crazy. But just make sure you keep up your, if anyone can do any kind of move to stun them, do it. Like if you, like I started my move with Pounce, and then I'm doing Maim every chance I get. Yeah, and you can see right there I just got Trial of the Champion, because those were the only ones I hadn't killed yet. So I've officially killed every boss that is possible in Trial of the Champion already. Quite yet done that on heroic. Of course, then again, the patch has only been out 1 day. So here's the next boss, which is the Confessor Paltress chick or whatever. She's gonna do a thing where she'll spawn. You basically just kill this trash, and then you fight her. She's got, on normal mode, she's got 107k health. On heroic mode, she has 161k health. But throughout the fight, once you drop her down once, she's going to like shield herself, and then she's going to spawn a memory of something. It can be anything. It can be, it's like 30 different bosses throughout the game. Like when I did it, we fought against Gruul, Archimond, Malkazar, this giant ass Murloc who I don't remember at all, and one other thing. But like, it can be any bosses. She can summon up like Illidan. There's you can go look at it in your achievements. But anyway, she only does it once. I'm just talking about every time we wipe, she spawned a different one. So, because heroic mode is fucking insane. Because she basically can do a move that can like 2-shot your healer, and because she's shielded the entire time, your tank can't pick up aggro. So your heals have to be absolutely insane on this fight, or you're gonna wipe constantly like we did. I know I should have recorded the heroic version, but it was the first time, so I didn't know what was going to go down, especially since I didn't know the fights. I didn't want to have like 3 hours of recording wipes. What fun is that? Anyway, so she just summoned, what did she summon? Oh, she summoned Haydn, that's right. So Haydn the Unclaimed from Natsaramus is in here fighting us. And it's basically just like a random thing. He does a move that fears everyone. Yeah, Waking Nightmare, that shit. I just pop Berserk, which makes me immune to fear, and I run back in there and start kicking his ass. That's always fun. But anyway, basically that's just the hardest part is right here because the tank can't pick up aggro and she still hits people. But once you kill that, her shield goes away. You can go back to burning her down. Really easy fight, and even on normal mode, every drop here is epic. It's pretty crazy. And then on it drops level 200 items, which is the equivalent of Emblems of Heroism or Natsaramus 10 gear. And then on heroic mode, the bosses drop 219, which is the equivalent of T8 or like 10-man old orc gear. Which is pretty crazy that you can run a 5-man heroic and get older gear equivalent stuff. Yeah, I don't know why these guys are taking like fucking forever to start the next boss, which is the Black Knight. So I'm like, I'm just gonna mess with my recount just because I'm bored. Check out my awesome white cat form because it's freaking awesome. So yeah, the next boss is the Black Knight. For this dude gets owned. It's freaking awesome. His ass gets launched. Alright, so the Black Knight has 3 phases. The first phase is basically just a tank in Spain. He's gonna summon up a ghoul that'll pop up. And the ghoul will occasionally like re-aggro probably your healer or like another DPS. Just make sure your tank picks it up. Just taunt. It's not that hard. For the next phase after that, the Black Knight's gonna drop to the ground. He's gonna get back up, and he's like, "Oh, my flesh, my rotting flesh was just holding me back," or some shit like that. And he's gonna spawn up an army of the dead, and then corpse explode the shit out of everyone, which isn't really that hard on normal, but seriously on heroic, those corpse explosions can one-shot your healer and DPS. So for that part, you normally want everyone to stack because you can just AoE and pick up aggro. But on heroic, you want to have the tank or your healer run away and basically have your tank kite everyone around, so they're not getting the shit blown out of them. And then the last phase, he just summons up a thing. He turns into like a ghost, and then he does a stacking debuff on everyone where it's kind of like Gothic the Harvester, and he'll shoot shadow at everyone, and eventually it can one-shot. But that's it. Enjoy.